Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. My name is Icy, or some of you guys like to call me Harry Potter. In today's video, what we're going to be looking at is how to grow your Instagram page by 1,000 real and active followers. Okay, so as you guys probably saw from the title and the intro to the video, we're going to be looking at how to grow your Instagram page by 1,000 followers in 5 to 7 days. Now, I know that sounds crazy and you're probably very skeptical, and you should be, because there's a load of videos out there that claim to allow you to do this, and they just want you to buy bots or they want you to do some dodgy method. That's not what this video is going to be. In fact, I ran a Instagram seminar the other day for my Discord community that I'm part of, and for the setup of this, I grew my page by 1,000 followers in 5 days. So I know it works, and I know it's not dodgy, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do this in the video. So obviously take everything with a pinch of salt, and the method that I'm going to be showing you is a little bit controversial. Some people don't like it, some people hate on it, so make sure you approach it with an open mind, because it really does work. I wouldn't be bothered showing you if it didn't work. I just wouldn't bother. So basically for this video, what I'm going to do is it's going to kind of consist of two parts. So I'm going to show you firstly how to set up your Instagram page, kind of getting everything ready, posting format, bio, and all that kind of stuff, and what you should really kind of like concentrate on posting. If you're pretty happy with your Instagram page so far, you've been doing it for a while and you've kind of already grown your audience quite well, and you're really happy with the setup and layout of your page, then feel free to skip on the video. I will probably put a timestamp down here that you can skip to, so you can get straight into the follow method. But after we've done all that, after we got your page set up, then we'll get into the follower method, and yeah, hopefully we'll go from there and you'll see some super epic results. Also, guys, if you leave a comment in the comment section seeing how telling me how long it took you using this particular method, and kind of like letting other people know that it actually works, and some of the positives and the negatives that you guys have seen from it, that would be great, just because it really helps other people kind of like validate that this is real. So if you could do that, that would be amazing. Anyway, that being said, let's jump right into setting up your Instagram page. Okay, so setting up your Instagram page ready for the follow method. Now, this may be something you're doing for the first time if you're brand new to Instagram, or maybe you already have a page where you're just looking at getting some tips on how you can clean it up a bit and make it look that little bit better. Okay, so the first thing that you really want to be doing when you get an Instagram page is cleaning up your aesthetic, cleaning up the way things look, and kind of getting an idea of what you want to post. I mean, a lot of people I know that are already content creators tend to fall down a rabbit hole of not knowing what to post, or posting stuff that isn't really relevant. So I know a lot of Twitch streamers, for example, they'll take pictures of them going live, or they'll just take a picture of their OBS screen, or if they're Fortnite streamers, they'll take pictures of they're just like the amount of wins and stuff they got in a game, and no one's interested in that on Instagram. You know, Instagram's a picture-based platform. I want things with a pretty aesthetic, so making sure that you have good content on there and good stuff on your page really helps, because it's going to help people want to follow you, mainly because they're going to see that you've got good stuff on there. They're going to want to follow you. So one of the age-old questions is, what do I post? How do I know what to post? I personally decided to go for something of mine that was a hobby. So I'm a bit of a PC build hobbyist. I really love RGB lighting and stuff like that. So that's why I decided to go for that theme. So you may be, I don't know, you may be a ballerina. You may be really into painting miniatures. You may be really into kickboxing or something, so doing some really cool photography around those kind of things. If you're a kickboxer, do really cool poses. If you're into ballet and you're a ballerina, do like really cool I guess like ballet shots if you're doing like ballet poses. If you're into miniatures, taking pictures of your miniatures, maybe even videoing the painting process, doing short videos and something like that. Just a few ideas, just to kind of like clean up your posts and actually make them engaging, make them actual content, you know, something that people can actually see and interact with and actually like. So as you can see from my page, I have a lot of different photos on there. They follow the same kind of color theme. That's something that is really good to do on Instagram as well, is to kind of like set up a color theme. So like most of your photos have a a specific like hue or like ambience. So for example, mine are all tend to be blue. I do a thing once a week where I will change color, so I'll have like one predominantly green, or red will be the main color in the photo, but that's just because mine's all to do with lighting. So if you are going to take pictures that are all like kind of like dark, they're all based at night, then that's a really good theme to have because they're all nighttime. If you have ones that are all like taken in the day, so they use natural sunlight, they kind of have that like that warm sunlight vibe to them, that's kind of like a really good thing. Like contrasting them, like mixing and matching them, so like I don't know, one day it's like at nighttime, one day it's like I don't know, middle of the afternoon, one day it's like really raining and it's crappy lighting. That can look kind of bad and it doesn't really fit nicely together, so making sure you kind of like have a running theme of lighting going through your Instagram page is really good, and it does help kind of like get people to follow when they first click on your page, just because it looks really aesthetically pleasing. Okay, so in terms of like what you kind of need to do for information, once you've kind of got what you know, what you want to post, and you've kind of got like a color theme set down, is your bio. Your bio is really important. So you want to kind of be promoting as much as possible in the fewest words as possible, because when people first click onto your page, it's the first thing that people see. So for example, I have got that I'm a Twitch streamer. I've also got that I am a YouTuber in this little section. So there's the likelihood that people will come to my page, they will check out my photos and they'll really like them, but they'll also go check out my other social media. They also have a really great feature on Instagram where you can put a link to a website. So I actually have a link to my Twitch channel, which is really cool, mainly because what Instagram will do, so say for example in this post, instead of saying check me out on Twitch and then I put actually the web address, Instagram actually kind of like nuke your reach. They don't actually push it out to as many people because you're taking people away from their app. You're linking them to a different place that isn't on Instagram. So it's really, yeah, it's really cool feature, because then you can say, hey, link in bio. Say for example, I don't know, you may be a brand, you may not be a Twitch streamer at all, you may be a brand that sells t-shirts or something, making sure that you put a link to your t-shirt page on there, and then saying when you're doing posts about your t-shirts, so you got people wearing t-shirts, and you can say, hey, check out our link to our shop in our bio, which is really cool. It also really helps people read your bio as well. So yeah, making sure you have a good bio, breaking it up with emojis as well, like you can see, like I've done. This is a really good method because it's really easy to read. It's like listed out, and it's kind of eye-catching as well. So like the second I see this, my eyes are immediately drawn to it. They're drawn to the emojis first, actually, before I even look at the text. So kind of like breaking it up with emojis is really cool, and it really helps. So yeah, basically just making sure that your page just looks good. It's got some good information. It's bright and it's vibrant. You've got some actually decent pictures on there, the actual like of actual content. Making sure that you've got a decent profile picture as well. Don't do a screenshot of like a game character or something like that. Don't do something where it's just not interesting. Make sure you actually have like a decent profile picture. If you can, make it your face. Some people aren't comfortable with that, so make it something else. Maybe you do some artwork, or you've got a logo or something, make it your logo. Also your name as well is pretty important. If you're a brand, obviously use your brand name if you can as your name. If you're a theme page, I don't know, one of my friends likes his name is Rum and Retro because he likes posting about rum, the alcoholic drink, and he also likes posting retro games. So his name is kind of telling people what to expect when they follow him. So kind of following that format is really good and a really great way to get your page set up. That's pretty much it for basic page setup. So now we can move on to the fun stuff, which is the follow method. Okay, so let's jump straight into the actual method itself. Before we do that, actually, I want you to take a look at my current number of followers that I have on my page, because what I'm going to be doing is over the next couple of weeks and next couple of months, I'm actually going to be using this method to grow to about 5,000 followers. So if you take a look and you keep looking at my page, you should be able to see it grow in real time, and you can see that this method actually works. Now, before you go anywhere, before you cuss me out and leave like a very angry comment, this is a follow for follow method, but it's not a traditional one, so I want you to stick around for the rest of the video, and I want you to actually try this and approach this with an open mind, because it generally does work. So these followers actually engage with your posts, they actually like your stuff, and they are actually interested in your content. So where it's a follow for follow method, it's not a traditional follow for follow method. Now the best way to get started with this is to find other people in your niche that post similar content to you. Now you can do that by already knowing some pages that post similar content to you, or you can do it by using hashtags and actually searching for posts that post very similar content to you. So I can do this either by going onto one of my posts I already have, selecting a hashtag, so for example RGB lights, because I post a lot of RGB light stuff, and then finding a post on this hashtag that is very similar to mine with a lot of likes. So once I've done that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose this one because it's very similar to the kind of content I already post, and I'm going to take a look and I'm going to go down to the like section. Oh god, I don't want to click on a specific button. I'm going to go down to the like section, and I'm going to pull up all the people that are liking this stuff, because I know for a fact that these people like stuff that is very similar to what I post. They are actively engaging on Instagram Instagram because they were actively liking these posts, and they're real people. For the most part, I know they're real people, they're not bots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up this follower list, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to manually follow every single one of these people. Now, back along, you could use an app to do this. You can still use an app to unfollow people. So if you notice your ratios are getting a bit higher, so for example, the amount of people you follow compared to the people that are following you, if that's starting to grow a little bit higher, you can use apps to kind of keep that down lower, so you can unfollow all the people that don't follow you back, because the more you do this, the more obviously people you're following is going to go up. Now when you get to about 2,000 to about 5,000 followers, you're just going to start getting a lot more just natural organic growth, so you're going to find that number starting to decrease slowly, but that does kind of creep up. So what you're going to want to do is you want to go through and manually follow all of these people, and it only takes 10 minutes. I used to do this before I used to go to bed. I used to do this when I was bored in the day. If I was just eating breakfast, I'd just sit on my phone, and it would only take 10 minutes. I go through and I would follow some people. In fact, one day I went to sleep and I woke up with 230 new followers because I did this. Now, you don't just want to do this to one photo and expect to get 1,000 followers. You're going to have to do this until you get 1,000 followers, or until you get to the desired number of followers that you want. So you want to keep finding photos like this. You want to keep going through, follow all of these people. Instagram may stop you from being able to follow people for about 10 minutes to about 2 hours if you follow too many too quickly, but that's fine. You're not going to get banned for that. Another good way is to find people that you know that post content similar to yours. So I know, for example, my buddy Spud, he posts very similar content to me. As you can see, it looks very similar. So I'll select a photo or a post that is very similar to the kind of content I post. I will then go on to the people that have liked his stuff, and I'll start going through this list, and I'll follow them, and they're probably going to follow me. In fact, most of the time they do follow you, and they'll come immediately straight onto your page, and they'll see the content is very similar to what they already like, and they'll just like it, and they'll follow it, and they'll probably engage on it as well. I've started getting a lot of comments, a lot of comment engagement and stuff from doing this method. And again, you have to keep doing it until you hit your follower goal. Unfortunately, you just have to. You can, like I said, you can use apps to unfollow people. So as you can see, I'm following 3,500 people following, but I've only got 2,283 followers. Again, I'm not bothered by that. I know the ratio will sort itself out at some point soon. I haven't used an app yet to unfollow those people, so probably about 1,000 of those people that follow me probably aren't following me back. But that's fine. But yeah, it takes a little while, but it 100% works. I promise you. I've shown so many people this method, and it works for them, and it's worked for them every single time. So it's really good. If you like content like this, then make sure you stick around. I'll probably be doing another one on how you can promote posts to kind of get more organic growth and more organic following, and also kind of like how you can integrate it with shopping and merchandise and that kind of thing if you guys are actually a brand and you're looking to grow your brand page. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like this video and you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and maybe consider subscribing as well if you like content that's like this. If you didn't like this video, give it a dislike and tell me why you didn't like it. Don't forget to write in the comments if you found this useful as well, because that's always great to know, and if you want to see more stuff like this. Anyway, I love all of your faces. Good luck with all your following endeavors, and I expect to see amazingly blown up pages after doing this. I love all your faces, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.